Alright, welcome to week 18 of the Book Free Progress vlog. I can't remember if I mentioned this 2 weeks ago, the last time we did one of these. But this is, we've been going for over a year now, doing these vlog things. This is easily the longest I've ever done one of these for, because I don't generally like doing vlogs or blogs. I sort of see them as, I used to see them as like a waste of time, and the pointless, and I could spend the time writing. But the powers that be put the foot down and insisted that I should at least give this a try. And yeah, we've done it for a year now, and I think it's working pretty well. The fact that we're 53 weeks in, and I'm on week 18 says that there have been points where I have just rebelled and not done it. But officially we've been going for a full year, if not every week for a year. On the book news, wowzer. Last week was supposed to be my big editing week, where everything was clear. We were going to smash through and break the back of the paradox of a lie, and I was going to have a gigantic word count, and I was going to be so many chapters on that people would be having to go back and listen to the old blog just to see what number I was on. And I think you can tell by me saying was supposed to so often that just it didn't happen. It was a very stressful week, very, very difficult. All my confidence that I had in where it was and how happy I was with it and what a great state the book was in and all the rest of it, it came crumbling down really early on last week. Originally, when I wrote The Paradox of a Lie, I wrote it and then I shelved it really early on because I had some personal stuff that needed dealing with. And then I went back to the book and picked it up and carried on from there. Which is why this week it dawned on, last week, sorry, it dawned on me that basically I'd written 2 books in one, and the first 10 or 11 chapters, I think I was on whatever chapter or number I was on, about halfway through Monday of last week, it dawned on me that I've actually just started writing another book, and everything that I'd attempted to do in the first 10 chapters of the book, and I'm saying 10 as a generic number, I can't remember what the actual chapter count was. Everything I'd attempted to do in the other chapters was just it wasn't the story that I was going to tell for the next 90 chapters, which, as you can imagine, caused me a few problems. So I dedicated quite a chunk of the week to going back and rewriting the early part of the book to be more in line with where we're going. And then, I mean, I don't know how I've done this, but again, I'm going to make these up. These aren't the exact numbers, but after chapter 5, normally would come chapter 6. But what I actually somehow did was I double spaced and left the gap as if I was going to start a new chapter. Wrote a new chapter without editing, without putting it in place or anything, or putting any notification in the book that it was a new chapter. And then I'm assuming that I've had some time off from the book and gone back a couple of days later. And instead of following on from what should have been chapter 7, I've basically rewrote the hidden chapter again. But it's really funny to see just how different my head can be in a couple of days, because the 2 chapters, which in theory should have been similar but worded differently, completely different. I don't know what happened to me, but I had a hidden chapter which I've never had before, and then when I rewrote the hidden chapter without even knowing I was rewriting the hidden chapter, I completely changed my mind as to where we were going. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks. But I'm still smiling. It's still a really good book, and now that I've worked on the early chapters again and put them into something approaching a more sensible, cohesive story, we're back on track. But like I said, as far as word counts and chapters go, I've currently got at least 4 different drafts of it sitting on my Mac's desktop, waiting for me to put them all together. So I have no idea what my current chapter count is. I have no idea what my current word count is, and I'll let you all know next week. In the other news, which I've been told to blow me on trumpet for once. Apparently, you shouldn't do that on YouTube. But last week we passed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I'm quite proud of that. And I haven't been overly cracking at moving the author and stuff onto YouTube. I do other things on YouTube as well, but I have got a section for the author and stuff, and the passing 1,000 subscribers has sort of motivated me to try and make sure that going forward, the Instagram page, the Facebook page, the Twitter page, and the YouTube page will be more uniformed, should we say, and will all sort of have similar content. These will still be going up on the Facebook page, and they'll just be going up on the YouTube page at the same time, rather than 6 weeks later when I realised I hadn't done the last 6 on there. But yeah, I was happy with the 1,000 subscribers. In the description of this video below, we've got a little template now that says for more information on Paul's work, and there's links in that to the website where there's a couple of free stories, the YouTube page, which I'm blowing my own trumpet for, my Twitter page, Instagram page, all the rest of that. So if anybody wants to follow any of those pages, cracking, it'd be grand. If you don't, nice one for watching this at least. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because I've got a book to try and put back together. Be a better week this week. It's gotta be. Thanks for watching. Laters.